Okay, so we've looked at religious market theory, we've looked at existential security theory, we've looked at the increase in conservative religious groups in the USA, and we've looked at cultural defence and cultural transition. Something nice to do to actually practice all of the kind of knowledge that you've taken on, or part of it, would be to now write a paragraph, an essay style paragraph that you would write in the exam, bringing in your knowledge, your evidence, and then really developing that point in depth with your analysis and your evaluation, using a however sentence at the end of that paragraph to show your balance. A paragraph on existential security theory, using it as an argument that secularization is more of a Western or a Eurocentric phenomenon. So starting off with a sentence such as, another reason against secularization, or another criticism of the secularization thesis is, and then developing that paragraph. And give yourself 5 minutes if you want to do it under timed exam conditions, just like that 5-minute paragraph you need to do in the exam. Give yourself 7 minutes if you'd like to make it more of a developmental exercise. And give yourself extra time, give yourself the percentage of extra time if you do get extra time in the exam, so you're practicing with the exact times you would have in the exam. If you are going to have a go at that, pause this video now until you've done it, because I'm going to move on to the model answer right now. So pause now if you need to. And otherwise, I'm moving on to the model answer. So what we've got here is just a model really for your reference. You might want to compare it with what you've just done. You might want to pick out bits of language that you think would be useful there, or you might want to pinch some of this to put in your notes. Don't sit and copy it all out. Obviously, that'd be a waste of time, but you could print it. If you want to take a screenshot and print it out, then that could be handy because you can highlight it and annotate it within your folders. One argument against secularization surrounds the issue that the secularization hypothesis is focused on the Western world. That's a really nice opening sentence because it tells the examiner exactly what you are writing this paragraph about. And that is a really good exam skill, because then you stay focused and the examiner knows what's coming. And it goes straight in with the evidence here. Norris and Inglehart argue that the demand for religion varies both within societies and between different societies. This is proven by there being more demand for religion in deprived parts of the world. And here's the analysis coming in, which is, we're making sure it's not too descriptive. We're not saying, oh, they say this, he said this, she said this. Saying, therefore, we are seeing a decline in religion only in the richer Western countries. So we're starting to create balance already in this paragraph. Norris and Inglehart call their existential security theory, they call this their existential security theory, claiming that religion offers a secure and comforting function. So it's, putting across what religion offers for those living in more dangerous parts of the world. And then we're taking this a step further with some more analysis and evidence, entwined together. This is further illustrated by Gill and Lundegaard, who found that the more a country spends on welfare, the lower the religious participation. So it's just a bit more evidence and a bit more analysis coming in. The European countries who spend more than the USA are also more secular than the USA. So if we use the USA as a benchmark, that's what Gill and Lundegaard looked at. The implications of this are, and again that's highlighted because this is very good analysis language to be using, the implications of this are that the secularization is only happening in parts of the world where the standard of living is higher. So high standard of living, secularization is happening. Low standard of living, people remain religious. So we can conclude that there is no universal explanation of religiosity. Now that final sentence there is your evaluation. So it's not our traditional, however, this theory ignores, however, it depends on, or however this is criticized by. This is another way of evaluating that is really powerful. We can conclude there is no one rule for religiosity. There's no universal explanation, no kind of quantitative way of analysing it where if this goes up, religion goes down, and if this goes down, religion goes up. It's not that simple. And what you could have done in this paragraph as well, of course, is bring in Vasquez and talk about the criticisms of Norris and Inglehart's existential security theory. So I'll leave you with that paragraph. Please do practice your skills. Every time you acquire new knowledge, practice the skills, because that is the evidence-based way to be able to deal with the demands of the exam. Good luck.